Hey everybody, Omar here, the Knife Sharp Guy, and I am back with another video today. Today's a video discussion on unique mechanisms in my discontinued collection. As you can see, I have 4 knives here in front of me, and each one of these knives is unique, and I'm very happy to have each one of these in my collection because each knife that you see here has a unique way of either opening or closing, or maybe there's a special unique reason why the knife was being sold and then it had just completely went away very quickly. These are not necessarily failures of Kershaw as much as I consider these experimentations in unique mechanisms. So let's go ahead and begin. In front of you, you see 4 knives. This is the Kershaw Cyclone. This is the Kershaw Offset. Here we have the Kershaw ET, or extended toggle knife. And then over here we have the Kershaw Ram. Now, all these knives are in my collection because of the way they open or close weird. And the way they made this knife with this particular mechanism, it was here today and gone tomorrow kind of thing. And so I had to have them in my collection. So let's go ahead and begin. The first knife that you're looking at is the Kershaw 1630 Cyclone. This was a very popular model back between 2003 and I'm going to go say 2007, right around there. After 2009, the knife pretty much became extinct, or at least discontinued, no longer being a part of the Kershaw lineup. But this was very popular back in the day. And it is popular for the reason that this was supposed to be Kershaw's first dual action knife. And what makes this knife so unique and what makes it dual action is this little wheel right here. Check that out. So the knife has a wheel, and you're wondering, Omar, what the hell is the wheel for? Well, check this out. If one day you felt like you wanted to have a manual knife, you can have a manual knife. But suppose I want to carry the same knife as a spring assist. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Take the wheel right there. Take that wheel right there. Push it up, and now you have a spring-assisted knife, like magic. Check that out. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Who wouldn't want to have this piece in their collection? Check it out. Spring-assisted, and then manual. Absolutely insane. We can even use the thumb studs if we want. A lot of knives back then actually had about 2 ways to open them. I think you still find that these days. You know, you have the flipper and then the thumb stud. So that's kind of nice. So the Kershaw Cyclone, there's your first one. Second knife is really unique. This was a special limited edition knife. Supposedly the knife, they made 1,000 of these knives, but I'm not sure. I beg to differ. I called Kershaw. This is not a fake Kershaw offset. This is the real thing, but there's no serial number on it. Usually they would have a serial number right around here. But as you can see, there is no serial number. Some people say it's a blend, but it's not a blend because it came in a box. So it makes me believe more than likely it was possibly an overrun piece, I guess. I'm probably going to sell it and get one with the serial number on it. I'm kind of hoping someone out there will be willing to sell me theirs brand new in a box with the serial number. I don't really care what the serial number is. But yeah, this is the Kershaw offset. What made this knife so unique was this piece right here. This is what's called the stud lock. The stud lock is basically a mechanism that allows the knife to be used either as a flipper, right? Or you could use it as a thumb stud, but the thumb stud in this case actually doubled as a locking mechanism to lock the knife open. If you look very closely, there is a spring inside this knife. See if I can show that to you. There's a spring in the knife. If I kind of put it at an angle, maybe you can see it. I don't know, maybe you can't. Anyway, yeah, there's a spring in there, and as you can see, I'm able to push the knife sort of that way. So that's what allows the knife to lock open automatically, and in order to close it, you push the thumb stud back, and then it closes the knife. What replaced that was the invention of either the compression lock, which is a much better idea, or better yet, the liner lock, where they have the lock on the inside of the knife, and you push it with your thumb, and then the knife closes. The stud lock went away because over time it would cause blade play, particularly in the knife known as the Kershaw Speed Bump. A lot of people had blade play on their knives, so you wind up tightening the bolt just to make it stop doing that, but then you'd lose the action. So that wasn't a very pleasurable experience, so they stopped with the stud lock. Another reason why this knife's in my collection is because the knife itself was made with what's called mite technology. Basically, this blade here was made with a very special machine where they poured the liquid metal into a mold, and it would come up into this shape. The problem with that is what you get is not a perfectly straight knife. The knife would actually be warped in some fashion. And they were not happy with the results of that. But again, it was an experimentation that was here. It went away. It didn't work. So they decided to stop with the mite technology. The steel was also never seen again. It's a very rare steel and an older steel. The steel on this knife is 440C, which for that time it was considered close to super steel, I guess. But as time went on, they came up with better and better steels, and this steel, M440C, just went away and no longer existed. But, sometimes things work, sometimes things don't work. The stud lock, again, I'm not saying is necessarily a failure as much as it was an experimentation. So there you have it, the Kershaw offset. My next offering and unique mechanism is this guy right here. This is probably the weirdest knife out of the four that you see here. This is called the toggle knife. And here's how it opens and closes. I'm not going to say any more. I'll just show it to you. Here the knife is open. To close it, boom. Open, close. Open, close. A lot of people have difficulty doing it one-handed because you can, but it takes practice. I still have trouble doing it. There you go. I just did it right there. But it's very awkward to try to open and close this guy. So I can't even do it without, there's no way. I can't do it. You'd have to be able to use the knife on a daily basis to be able to do that. Oh, there you go. To be able to do that. And it's just a difficult thing. Now, this knife is so unique in the way that it opens and closes that it actually came with a disc, a CD, that explains how you open and close a knife. That's really weird. It's called the ET toggle. It looks more like a tool. If you look at it from the side, it looks like an erector set. Maybe a piece for an erector set. Really cool. There's also a wheel here, but this wheel just kind of locks the knife open and close. So for safety reasons, they've added a safety feature where you turn it on. Now you can't open the knife at all. It's completely locked, which I thought was actually a great idea, to have that wheel there to prevent the knife from opening. And then to turn it and have it open again, does it. You can also open it the regular way, like maybe it's actually, you could, I just don't know why I can't do it. But, you can open it. I'm afraid to do it because you'll break my hand, but you can open it that way if you want to. You can also use the force of it to open it. I hope I don't hit my camera, but, there you go. So the knife opens that way. So this is another unique piece that I had to have in my collection. Also came out in gray. I'm after the gray one as well. So if anybody has a gray one, they're willing to sell it to me for a decent price. I'd be more than happy to take that off your hands. So there we go. The Kershaw toggle. This knife was designed by G&G Hawk. The same gentleman that actually made this knife, which is my last offering in this video, the Kershaw Ram. Now, the Kershaw Ram is not only does it open and close unlike any way I've ever seen, but the design of it is really strange. The knife is all aluminum. This is the Kershaw Ram. It's all aluminum handle. And if you take a look at the blade shape itself, it's got this swedge on it. I've never seen anything like that on a knife. It's a real funky looking blade. And the knife also has not one, but 3 thumb studs. Has anybody ever heard of that? I mean, that is weird. 3 thumb studs on the knife. This is a manual knife, by the way. It is not a spring assist. I mean, this is a manual knife, not a spring assist. But yeah, it has thumb studs that open 3 thumb studs there instead of 1, which kind of makes it quite awkward. But the ergonomics on it are really nice. They allow this little finger twirl here so you can choke up. If you needed to choke up and use it, you can do that. What makes the knife unique is this little lever here. It doesn't lock the knife closed, but it locks the knife open. So basically, in order for me to close a knife, all right, I'm going to have to take this piece here and push it back, and now I can close the knife. So open is okay, but closing, you're going to have to push on that. This is a very smooth knife flipper-wise. I mean, the flipper on this, practically no effort to open it, literally. It's a very light knife because the entire knife is aluminum. The handle is aluminum, so it's a really, really light knife in your hand. Just a fantastic piece. Love to have it in my collection. It's got G10 scales on it up there. Like I said, the handle is actually aluminum, but the this layer here over it is G10, so that's for extra grip. So there you have it, unique mechanisms. Once again, this is Kershaw Cyclone, which has a dual action feature of being a spring-assisted knife and a manual knife. And then we have the My Technology offset with the thumb stud. And then we've got the ET toggle, which is the weirdest knife in my collection. I mean, I've never seen a knife open and close like that. It's not, I wouldn't consider this a regular everyday carry. It looks more like a tool to me than an actual knife. And finally, the Ram with the special locking mechanism open lever, which is this piece right there. So, you know, there are many reasons why knives are in my, why these knives are in my collection. I just wanted to go over some of the knives that I own that had weird mechanisms in them that were here once and then they were gone, never to be seen again. So, as you can see, it's, you know, in my opinion, I think these 4 knives represent probably the best of Kershaw's experimentation at that time. So, this is Omar, the Knife Shark Guy, hoping you'll find your next piece of sharp art in a knife. And once again, I'm letting everybody know, if you have a Kershaw knife and you want to have me review it, I would be more than happy to review the knife for you, because I don't think my videos should be limited to only Kershaw knives, but any Kershaw knife. I would like this channel to be the go-to place for people to hear about brand new Kershaw knives, see Kershaw knives. So if you're interested in sending me your brand new Kershaw knife and you want me to review it for you, I'll be more than happy to do it on this channel. My email is okcalderon@gmail.com, and we can work out the logistics for the shipping. Probably what we could do is I'll pay for the shipping back if you'll pay for the shipping over here. You know, however, maybe we could split the cost that way. Whatever. If you're, and you know, if you're interested in doing that, I would really appreciate it. That would be great. Or, you know, even if you want to just send it, you know, regular or some form of free shipping, that would be beneficial to both of us. So, you know, who knows, but we'll work it out. Again, Omar, the Knife Shark Guy. My email is okcalderon at gmail.com. I don't have a Instagram channel or anything, but you can Google me and on as Knife Shark, under Knife Shark, YouTube Knife Shark. You can Google me that way and leave a message on my channel if you're interested in having me do a. If you're interested in having me review your knife, please leave a comment below. So you can check out and see more knives, more Kershaw knives right here. Leave your comments below. I love to hear all people's comments. I've gotten a few comments lately. The comments just only make me happy. It means that what I'm doing is worth something to somebody out there. So hopefully this channel will continue. I really don't want to stop doing this. I have a passion for knives, and I do love doing this. So hopefully see all you guys out there in knife world. Another quick announcement. Hopefully I'm waiting for a very special custom knife from a friend. His name is Ilya Pumansky over at Valence Knives. He has an Instagram channel, so you can check him out. He's supposed to be sending me one of his knives so I can review it. He said he was more than happy to have me review one of his knives, so hopefully he'll be able to do that soon. I know he's very busy, but if I get that love from him, I know that's going to encourage you guys out there to send me your knives. Like I said, I'll send it back to you guys, same condition that I got it in. So for now, this is Omar, the Knife Shark Guy, signing off. Hoping you'll find your next happiness in your next piece of sharp art. I'll see you guys later. Happy New Year to you.